Hi everyone, this is Kabomi's Coaching. I just wanted to do a quick video on Renekton, um, and just kind of some tips and tricks I know with him. And just going starting right out, we have Summoner spells. Flash and TP are the most common. In some matchups you can do Flash Ignite if you really want to try to do a hard snowball. I myself prefer TP, just so in case if you do happen to throw your lane a little bit, you have TP to get back and kind of not, completely troll it. Most standards conquer. Some people take PTA again for that super aggressive early. I prefer the mid game, like early mid game. So I like conquer a lot. Pretty standard. We got Triumph, then you can take Alacrity or Tenacity. Don't really recommend Bloodline. And then Coup de Grace and Last Hit are my go-to. And then we always want to take Demolish because we're usually going to have some Prio in it. And you can do Revitalize or Overgrowth. I kind of like Conditioning because it gives me a little bit of resistances going on. The skins, it's your choice. I like the Project one as long as I run the helmet. But we're gonna get into game here, or practice full rather, and kind of go over a few things. So there's very few matchups that Renekton loses. A couple of matchups being Quinn and Poppy are his two worst matchups in my personal opinion. Um, they're just not fun to play, and it's very hard to abuse either of them. And if you ever try to dash into Quinn, it's just an insta loss. Um, so 90% of your matchups, you're just gonna go Dornblade into Health Potion. Um, and currently, as of right now, with the items, Eclipse was just nerfed, so we may be going back into a Black Cleaver style. Center Sky was also nerfed, so maybe not, but we're probably looking at Black Cleaver and or a team-out item, whether it be Strikebreaker, Ravenous Hydra, or Titanic. Um, the boots are almost always Merch Reds and Tabbies. I'm sorry, Plated Steel Caps. But we're gonna give me some gold here. We're gonna give me some levels. And I kind of just want to go over more so mechanic styles of Renekton and things that you can do with them. So we'll say we're a full build Renekton. We got these items, and then we'll probably throw a tank item in there, as well as GA. So let's say we're into heavy AP, we get a Canic Rookerin. So we're full build. We're gonna go teleport to the river, so we're not in minions ways, and then we're going to get some target dummies. So as Renekton, we know that we can auto attack, we can auto Q, we can basically cancel all of our auto attacks. So if we do like auto Q, auto W, auto E, auto E, I think I canceled that last one. And for those that do play Renekton, understand that when you W, you're self-stunned for the duration it takes to stun someone. So you're probably self-stunned for like a second. And so let's just get a Fury up. So if we want to stop that, if we W ulti, completely breaks our W animation and also kind of stops our ulti animation. We'll let the ulti run out just so I can show what I'm talking about with the ulti animation. It's not long, but there is a slight delay there. So we have full furry stacks. Say we want to go on someone, we flash W ulti, and then we're all good to go. And another thing we can do, if we have a team-out item, so let's say we get Strikebreaker because we want to make sure we can run people down. Excuse me. Same concept, so again, power W, we're self-stunned. And we'll let the W get back up. And if we WTM we break out the W animation, just so we can get a little bit extra, like, get to fights earlier. And in laning phase, we're really not doing too much. We just want to make sure that they're off the wave. And so our general trading pattern is going to look something like where we E through the wave, Q, and then E back after stunning. And like most trades, that's how it's going to go. So if there's minions here, then like we'll E through, auto W, and then QE away. Otherwise, if we're just looking to poke, we'll E through the minion wave, Q, and then E out. Gets us a little bit of health from the minion wave, gets us a little bit of health from hitting the champion. Um, and our sustain is usually what is a big bully part of Renekton, because it allows us to stay in lane for much longer. In regards to any additional things with Renekton, that's about it. If you have about 40 Fury, so we get 5 Fury per attack, and we get more Fury decays out of combat, and while above Fury, our abilities do extra damage. So if you read these, the Fury bonus, base Q, you just do extra damage and heal more. Your stun is increased by double the duration and deals a little bit more damage. And your E removes 35% of armor for 4 seconds. There's instances where you do want to use Empowered Slice and Dice, but a majority of the time you're using Ruthless Predators, Empowered W, and Cold Meeks, Empowered Q. But there, you can usually psych some opponents out where if you have about 35, we'll say 40, and you walk up to the wave, you can double E and then start an all in there. Or if you're sitting at, 45, in this case 47, and they don't really know what champion does, we have minion wave, we E through, we have empower W, we can instantly go in, and start a fight that way. But what you want to avoid doing if possible, unless your goal is to zone them off the wave, is to sit at 50, and if the scuttle grabs my wave, like sit in between these, unless you're super far ahead, then like you kind of want to bait them to fight, so like whenever they see you in the white, they're going to think it's okay to fight, because people don't know what champions do when you're going against them, so you can be at 50, you can be at 45, and then insta have empower W and then run through them. So Fury management is very important. You want to make sure that you're using the abilities that you need to in order to maximize your trade. So like early game, we're not really wanting to use double E. So say we're doing the 45 thing again, right? And then you go to E, E through the minions. It's like, oh, now you're at 55, but you're spamming E, so you then use it again, and our DPS is going to be a lot lower. And then also thing to note as well, when you are at 50 Fury, you no longer generate Fury, so we're at 55 Fury here, I Q, and normally I would get some Fury off of this, but I Q, and I'm back at 5. So what you can do as well, if you're needing that little bit extra for healing, let's say we're at 40, you can E in, and that give me 10. But normally you would E in, you get minions, and then you can double E in to get 50, or if you just need some HP and you're at 40, you're at 45, I don't have minions around me, but you're at 45, you can E in, get your 50, Q, and then just E back. It doesn't really cost anything for you. Those are about it in regards to the mechanic part of Renekton. A lot of your team fighting, if you're building, this bruiser style build, you can kind of do front to back, but generally you want to be looking for flanks, so setting up TP wards, for fighting a Baron, trying to get TP wards ahead of time, and that way you can TP in to like this bush here, or this bush back here, and then potentially like flash over the wall and get a big flank onto a carry. Otherwise, if our flash is down, our team fighting is really diminished in a lot of cases. But that is about it. If you guys have any other further questions, feel free to leave comments down below in the YouTube video. Be happy to answer them as I can. But other than that, you guys have a fantastic rest of your day.